I would cheat on my Ugandan husband with a Kenyan man. The tribe I was dealing with were the Westerners, which, to be honest, yeah, I felt like they were a bit weak.
In bed?
Yes. Because the guy I was with was a Uganda. Yeah. The foreplay was...
crazy.
Oh my God. Honestly, yeah. You're right. Kenyans go straight to the point. There's no foreplay at
They are not romantic.
They're not romantic as much. They go straight to the point. He was like, relax, let me make you comfortable. Like, hey.
Take it easy.
You know, like, he's giving you the vibe of, can you chill? Let me first calm.
Don't be in a rush.
Yeah. So you calm down, and then there's a way he's looking at you, you know. And then the music, the vibe.
Yeah.
He didn't go like that, yeah. And let me tell you, yeah. Yes.
I'm listening.
I was marinated properly.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the first Kenyan on this podcast. And it's going to be fire. You're not ready.
Oh my God.
Are they ready?
I don't think they are.
I don't think they're ready. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming on the podcast.
Yeah, I can.
Before we get into the depth of this content, I want to ask you one question. Straight away, how low have you gone for a man?
How low have I gone for? I have gone very low, you guys. I've gone low. There's a man I used to spend money on. I used to work at a very nice place. I used to get a lot of tips. I was working in hospitality. And this guy...
In Kenya?
Yeah, in Kenya. Okay, in other words, I was stigmatized. So...
The guy was good.
That guy was... So, I was the type who would ask, have you eaten? He's like, no. I sent him money. for food. When I see like maybe his watch is not working, I would get him a new watch. I would order from like Jumia or Alibaba, whatever. I get him a new watch. I used to buy him almost everything. Like a wallet I bought for him. I bought him tires. Miguu ya gari. Yes. I bought 2 pairs. I bought 2 pairs. I did everything. And I don't know if I should say this.
You say...
The guy was married.
Josephine.
The guy was married. So...
You knew he was married?
I knew he was married. So... And you know... So... Whenever the wife would refuse to do something for him, let's say wash his clothes or wash his shoes, he would bring them and I would wash them for him. Yes. Like that is how low I went for this guy. So there's even a time they were not in good terms with the wife and he was left with the kids at home, blah, blah. So there was a point where I would go for shopping and I would buy things in twos. I would buy, like, if I bought bread for my house, I would buy for him as well. If I've bought milk, I would buy for his house as well, like things like that. Yeah, but we didn't end up together, so.
You made another woman suffer.
I made another woman suffer.
So she knew you.
She knew. She actually follows me, actually. Right now. She knows. But I feel like maybe it was supposed to happen because the guy was not really meant for her. Maybe she's better now where she is. I feel like she's better where she is.
They eventually broke up?
They broke up.
So they broke up because of you?
Yes, they did.
Yes. Well done.
No, it's not a good thing. That woman cried. Like, she used to cry tears, I'm telling you, because of me. I used to go above and beyond for that guy. I don't know why. I don't know why. He would even spend like 3 days, 2 days at my place. Maybe he has gone for a trip with his boss, something like that. Then he'll tell his wife, I'm coming back after 2 days. Those 2 days,
He's with you.
he's with me. He has already gone for the trip, but he has come back on the same day. But now he'll tell the wife, I've gone for 3 days. Those 2 days are what?
Are with you.
Yes.
So, what lessons did you learn from that?
Never think you're better than the other woman. That is one lesson I've learned. Just because a man is with you, don't think you're better than another woman.
Okay.
And never give yourself too much to a man. And don't spend money on a man if he's not your husband. That's what I believe.
So you never got anything out of the relationship?
Pardon?
You never got anything out of the relationship?
I never got anything out of the relationship.
But you are stigmatized.
Only that. What is the use of that?
So he was not spoiling you, he was not returning the favor.
He was, but I felt like I did the most. For me, I did them okay. Maybe it was two-sided.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I feel like no. I feel like I did the most.
Yes, the guy did quite a lot. Because how long were you together?
4 years.
4 years, and you said you didn't do a lot.
No, 3. 3 years.
I'm quite sure that guy's game was bad news.
Yeah.
And then I think inside he was a good person.
He
you
was.
liked him for what he used to do for you.
He was real. He was real.
Yeah.
He was a real guy.
Okay. I had other questions to ask, but hey, since it was someone else's wife, I will not ask these questions. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this beautiful episode of On the Board Podcast. My name is Francis Emunkole, and today I'm with Josephine. Josephine is a Kenyan lady that is living newly in Uganda. Are you?
Yes.
Newly in Uganda. And she's been here for how long?
December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. 11 months.
She's almost becoming a year now. Yeah, and just from what you heard from the snippet of the first bits of the conversation, you can tell that she's a vibe. You know, when I first saw you, you see, you have this striking look of a Rwandese woman.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
Yeah. So who's your father? Who comes from Rwanda?
No, my parents are both Kenyan. My dad is Kikuyu, my mom is Kikuyu. But my dad has Maasai blood.
Oh.
I feel like, he has Maasai blood. So I think I got that from him. Yeah.
So you have the tough side of you?
The tough side of me is the Kikuyu side.
The Kikuyu side?
Yes.
In Kenya, which tribe is tougher? Is it the Kikuyu or Maasai?
Kikuyus.
Actually, I thought it's the Maasai.
Maasais are more... We put them in the tourism. They're not that serious.
They're tourist attractions.
Okay, they are tough in the sense that, yes, they're in the bushes, hunting and all that. But when it comes to reality, Kikuyus are the tough ones.
In terms of?
In terms of business, especially business. We are very good with business.
Yeah, they say you people like a lot of money.
We love money.
Like money, the women.
We love money, especially when it is our money. Kikuyu women are very hardworking. Very, very hardworking women. Yeah.
Okay. So, let's start from... where do we start?
I start anywhere.
Because there's quite a lot we have to talk about.
I know.
All right. So how did you end up in Uganda? Let's start there.
I came here to work. Then things didn't go the way I had expected. I feel like Ugandans are very good when it comes to speaking. When they want something from you, then after getting it, so I didn't get what I had come for. I've been wanting to go back, but I'm like, where am I going back? I feel like if I go back, it's I'm going to show like I've given up. But maybe I don't know. But
so far, Uganda is a vibe.
It's a vibe. I don't have a lot of friends, but you can survive here. Even Museveni said, a fool can survive.
So I remember you're telling me in the chat that in Uganda, even if you don't have money in your pocket, you can't fail to get what you eat.
Cannot. You can't. People here are very generous. Yeah. I can call someone, man, I don't have something to eat, and they will send, even if it's 5K, even if it's 10,000.
But in Kenya, it's different.
In Kenya, people will ask you, even me, I'm struggling. I'm not doing well.
So how do you expect me to help you?
Yeah, how do you expect me to help you? It's not easy in Kenya. Yeah.
So you have a son, yes?
Yes.
You traveled with your son to Uganda?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
That's a very serious leap of faith, man.
Yeah. I had decided that when I got that chance, I had decided I'm going to start again. Yeah. Because we were staying with the dad. Then I picked him from the dad. Then I was still working. Then when I had some stories of how he's doing, so I went and picked him.
He was doing badly?
He was doing badly.
Okay.
So I went and picked him. I brought him here. And yeah, he's actually coping very well here. He even knows Luganda.
Oh, he's
a bit.
Quick learner.
Yeah, he's a quick learner.
So now that things didn't really work out for you the way I'd planned, how have you been trying to make ends meet?
I have just...
Tell me. Or you mean depending on the generosity of it? You don't like the question?
Everyone keeps asking me that question. It's by the grace of God.
You reminded me of what one video that you posted on your TikTok, and you said, "You people, being a single mother is hard.
Yeah.
But somehow I've never lacked."
It's true. God comes in very mysterious ways. You find someone will text you. Maybe I've posted something on my status or something. Someone will check up on you, and then you tell them what you're going through, and they'll be like, "Oh, let me send you some lunch." They send you like a 50K. Ugandans have that thing of checking up on you. How are you doing? You'll find someone calling you, things like that. I don't know. Money just pops up, even if it's like a 20K, 30. Like, I don't know.
And just like that, your rent is paid?
Not really. At the moment, I'm staying with a friend.
A Ugandan friend?
A Ugandan friend. I used to study with her. So I live with her at the moment. I live at her home.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah. Because rent, because I'm not working, it was not...
So like which industry are you mostly in? Because you never know who will see this podcast. And
I'm in hospitality, but I fear because of what I've gone through.
Yeah.
The trust, that is the problem. I don't trust...
Ugandan people?
Yeah. They'll tell you, I'll pay you this amount. Then when you've done the job, they start changing, saying,
we cannot afford.
We can't afford.
So do you want to change the industry?
I actually do, but I don't know what to do because that's what I've done. I have done it since I left
So by hospitality,
school.
you mean you've been in hotels?
Hotels, restaurants, I've worked in clubs. There's nothing I've not done.
So you have the experience?
I have the experience.
So you can be a mixologist?
I don't have the experience of bar. I have the experience of the flow, the service. That's what I'm very good at.
Okay.
Yeah.
Probably there will be somebody there that will see a beautiful woman and see the value. You know what I mean?
Maybe because I don't like the way people see me. Okay, yes, I know I'm a beautiful woman and all that, but there is more to that.
So how do people see you?
They see me.
Kulana.
That's the first thought that comes into their heads.
I want to eat you.
Like it's even hard for me to work in that industry because every person especially for men, every time you're trying to serve them, it becomes a sexual conversation.
It's because how you present yourself.
How do I'm just polite. In hospitality, you have to be polite. You have to smile. Even if you're going through your things, you have to smile, be professional, blah, blah, blah. But then you find, because now you're working maybe in a club, of course, you know how drunkards can be. Yeah.
You'll be like, yo.
Yeah. And then, honestly, it's hard.
Yeah, I know.
It's hard.
Can be tricky.
And you can't be like, hey, don't touch me, You can't be like that. Yes, you'll put your ground, but like you don't want them to tell your boss, hey, that manager or that floor manager that was a bit rude to me. It's going to bring a problem.
Okay, but generally now let's go into the depth of this conversation.
Oh God.
I want you to look at generally. I think I want to start with your first day in Uganda. Okay, your first initial days in Uganda, because I interacted a lot with your content, and you were talking about how you actually finding it hard to cope with the environment, especially with a bit of depression and then being a single mother and stuff like that. I just want you to paint for me a picture of the realities of a single mother, because when I go through your content again, you talk about you had a child at 22.
Yeah.
And then my first question in that regard would be, if you had to relive your life again as a 22-year-old young girl, how would you live it to this day?
Being a single, there are different types of single mothers, by the way. People don't know that. Just because I'm a single mother, there are single mothers who are being helped by their baby daddies. You understand? There are single mothers who lost their
husband. Yes.
There are single mothers now, like me. I'm a single mother who has a deadbeat baby daddy who does not support me at all in anything, even sending 5 shillings. He doesn't. So for me, it has been hard because my first priority in every money that I get, he's the first person I think about, and that is my son. And it becomes frustrating because you tend to forget yourself. You're doing so much until when you burn out, and even, how am I going to explain it? Yes, you burn out. You forget about yourself. Like, you don't come first. You understand? Your son comes first. If, let's say, for example, I had some help, like, let's say, even if we're doing 50-50, it would have been a relief.
Yeah, I know.
In a way, I would be, living. Because what I suffer from the most is mom guilt. Mom guilt is, you can be having fun out there, and then it comes into your mind, you're like, my son, oh my God, I hope he's okay. How is he doing? I'm here having fun. Has he eaten? Things like that. And you're just trying to have fun. I mean, you have to have fun. You have to live your life regardless. Because at the end of the day, now, like right now, my mom did the same thing. She went through the single motherhood. She was always there.
Okay.
She used to go out and all those things, but she sacrificed so much for us. And you see it even, there's that, what is it called? She's like, I wish, me, I didn't have the time to even buy myself clothes, which I now understand because she did everything.
For you guys.
Yeah, so
sacrificed.
Now, yes. So now it's when she's trying to live her life. But it's too late. She's getting old, It's a bit hard. So if I was to relive my life again, honestly, and I don't want this to be at your problem because I've said this, I don't think I would have gotten a child at 22. I don't even think I would have ever gotten a child because I don't like children. That's the fact. I'm saying this because it is my opinion. I don't like children like that.
Okay.
I don't relate with kids. I'm not the kind who's going, I'm not the kind. Like, you're cute, but like,
stay there.
Stay that side.
Keep a safe distance.
Yeah, like that's the type of person I am. So if I was to relive my life again, I wouldn't have gotten a child. But I'm not saying I regret. It's just that I chose the wrong person to have a child with. And my baby daddy, for him to support me, he told me that we should get back together. I don't want to get back together after the things I went through with him. So I just want you to support your son, be there for him. You can, and it's not even about the money at the end of the day. You can send whatever you have. I'm not asking you to give me millions. Just send, be like, take this 200 bob, buy him yogurt, or buy him something,
just be present
in the boy's life. But now you're putting your personal issues in our child's life, which is affecting him.
His quality of life.
Because I cannot give him the life that I want for him. It's not that I cannot give him, but I'm struggling. You understand?
Give him the life.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but you said you don't like children. But are you enjoying being a mother?
I'm not. Honestly, I am not, because I'm really struggling. Financially, mostly. It's hard. I'm not enjoying because I feel bad when I see my son
lacking certain things.
You see now, right now, we are living at someone's house. You can tell he's not like
comfortable to play around.
Those are the things that are pissing me off and are making me feel, and it's not that it's intentional, it's because I'm going through something at the moment. I just need time to stabilize. But then whatever my son, like, he has to go through all these things with me, which I feel bad.
Yeah.
He deserves better.
You see, That reminds me of us of this Kenyan guy that we just spoke about. What is his name?
Wakanairo. Yeah.
Wakanairo said also at some point he said he doesn't like children. But people took him out of context.
Me, I understand.
But he later on came out and explained that, you see, when you decide to have a child early with the notion of Mungu akileta mtoto analeta na sani yake.
Yeah.
That child, you'll have done them a disservice to bring them in this world.
True.
And you really can't take care of them.
True.
You know? But again, I think sometimes, I'm quite sure I got into a relationship thinking you'll be happy with this marriage or with the father of the child, with the picture that he had given you before, right?
The father of the child was not even doing well. He was still in school. We were still growing. I was just out of high school. So I'd finished my high school. I started working. It was in 2020 because I finished high school in 2018 here in Uganda. So 2019, I'm just chilling. I got a job. We were still together, with the guy chilling.
He was in Uganda as well?
No, he was in Kenya, but we started dating when I was in high school because he had already finished. He was doing his architecture. He was doing his architectural course. So we met. We used to be in the same primary school. We were there, Then we got into a relationship that, those funny. Okay, it wasn't funny. I feel like, okay, it was real. We got into a relationship. We had some misunderstandings. He treated me in a certain way. I don't know. Then I decided to come back to Uganda. I came back to Uganda in 2019. But I stayed for 3 months. I stayed with my friend, the one I'm living with right now.
She's been loyal.
Yeah, she has. So I stayed for a while just to I think Uganda is a place where I escape.
Digress. And refresh.
Yes, it was the same.
Reset.
Yes, it was the same thing actually in 2019. So after I came back, I stayed here for a while. Then I went back to Kenya. Immediately I went back to Kenya. I got a hospitality. That was my first hospitality job. And when I entered it was in 2019, I think November. COVID came in April, so hospitality was not there anymore. Yeah. So that is when the guy got me. He was like, now we are going to start again. And he made sure he got me pregnant. That time I didn't even think there are other ways you can deal with this thing. I don't know if you understand. Abortion, what? I didn't even think about pills. I didn't think about those things. When it happened, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to have it. Kaende. So I thought he was going to be supportive because I lived with him for 9 months. We were not stable at all. We were living I think there's a video I made of me saying, have you ever been with a man you've eaten ugali and turungi? It was the first statement I made. That was him.
Yeah.
There was a time we didn't have money. We had only ugali flour. We made ugali and we took it with black tea. We didn't have money for food. And that time I'm pregnant. So we went through a lot with him, but he became a bit violent. The beating, the slapping. That time I'm pregnant. Hormones are all over the place. You're crying over. When you're pregnant, a lot of emotions are going through. You don't know how to deal with them. I didn't find him supportive at that time, which I needed him the most.
Yeah.
It was not even about the money or what we had. I just needed him to be supportive. So I was working at a place. They used to pay me 300 shillings. That's like 10K every day. Yeah. They used to pay. It was like a shop. So when I saved my money, because he didn't even give me money for buying baby clothes.
Wow.
So when I got my money, the day I was paid like this, I went back home. I told my mom, yes, I was like, you know what? I know you told me to go live with him, but please help me to at least give birth.
Yeah, accommodate me.
Because that was the last month. I was on my 8th month. No, actually 9th. I was supposed to give birth in January. It was just, that's it, I think. So ever since then, because after leaving him, he still came back to get me and still he was violent. So I was like, I can't deal with this.
So he used to beat you while you're pregnant?
I was pregnant. Yes. And that time you're vulnerable. You don't have anywhere to go. You have to stay there. You have to stick there. I used to tell the mom, your son is violent. But she wouldn't do anything. Actually, the family was never supportive. That's the fact. They saw him as a good guy because he was doing architecture.
Smart kid.
You understand? But now the stories I'm hearing, he never finished school. He's not stable. He has become the drunkard of the village.
The team leader.
The team leader now.
Of the pot.
And when I was with him, he never used to drink. I don't know where that behavior came from, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. So
that's so sad, man.
It's sad. And you know, the funny thing is, his son loves him so much. He talks about him, you know, Baba, Daddy. You know, he even prays for him.
Oh, the son prays for the dad.
He prays because when he's going to sleep, you know, he prays. He's like, I'm praying for Daddy. I'm praying for Mommy. You know, it's sad.
I know.
It's sad.
I know.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I wonder. You see, every time I hear these stories, I always ask myself a question that what really pushes men not to take care of the kids they partook in making? I
feel like it's all about revenge. Just because I refuse to be with you, so even with a child. I don't even
know, because you see my dad. With me, my dad, I think how we, the sons of the fathers and mothers out there, treat our spouses, oftentimes treat our spouses and our children, oftentimes determined by how we see our parents treat each other or treat us. Me, I have grown up entirely with a single father. Yes.
Wow.
And of course we had some stepmothers.
Yeah.
But because of how I saw my dad take care of us, I don't think I can become a deadbeat father. I don't know. Because even my mom, for example, when she left my dad, she keeps telling us, Francis, man, you need to thank your dad for taking you guys to school.
Yeah. Because
my dad always told us that the only thing that you should take me to jail for is failing to take care of you, and also failing to pay your tuition. The moment you realize that I've said, I'm not going to pay your tuition, take me to jail.
Yeah.
So I think the problem that is making many of the young men of our generation, I think, end up in that kind of circle of becoming deadbeats, is maybe what they've also seen their parents be to them.
Okay.
Or what basically the environments they've grown up and also nurturing, you know, because now self-responsibility. Because now for me at the primary 7, I was banking my own tuition. My dad would give me the tuition and tell me, if you eat that money, you're done. Yeah. That's your tuition, that's your money. So I think it comes from being taught how to be self-responsible, and then that plays into other aspects of life, I think so.
I agree. Yeah. But for him, I don't understand why he would be a deadbeat, because he grew up with his dad. You know, his mom went abroad to work. So he left them. The mom left him when he was 8 years. I mean, in class 8, P8. So that time he was aware.
I think it's nurturing also.
Yeah, the dad was not like...
Yeah, it's nurturing.
All that.
Yeah, okay. Oh, man. I believe there are some guys that might be like, oh dear, poor girl, she's like a beautiful one. How could that guy do that? Taka Musaja. You don't want a man.
God.
You don't want.
Wait first. Hey, I'm laughing. I had to break.
So every girl out there that they should wait to have children.
First, have your money. Me, I always say, a woman, you're the one to decide whether you want a child or not the man. Do you have money? If this man right now, it's not even about leaving you. What if this man dies? What are you going to do?
No, that's worst case scenario, man.
Exactly. We have to look at worst case scenarios, not just the basic of, you know, we might not be together, blah, blah, all those things. But what if this person is not there? Because for me, right now, my baby dad is dead to me. So what if this person actually passes away? How are you going to take care of your kids?
Your baby dad is dead to you?
Yeah, because he's not supporting me in any way. So he's dead to me. So when you ask me, I always tell people he's been hit by a lorry. He's been hit by a lorry and he passed.
Okay. Yeah, far.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get back into the conversation that we had before we came here. And I'm going to read these conversations. Now, You said Ugandan men are softer.
Yeah.
With foreplay, etc. But to be honest, I don't find them good in bed. Kenyans, on the other hand, go straight to the point. But they F like lions. The truth is, I would marry a Ugandan man because he is a provider naturally, but sexually, I would choose a Kenyan man anytime.
That actually sounds like I would cheat on my Ugandan husband with a Kenyan man. That's how it sounds.
Yes, that's what you're saying.
Sorry. That's how it sounds. Okay. I think I made a video yesterday about a guy I met. I feel like I've taken my words back a bit.
Which word specifically?
The one, the 24-year-old.
No, there's that. But which word are you taking back?
The good in bed side. I feel like he took one for the team. Mm-hmm. But I also feel like it also depends on the tribe.
In Uganda?
In Uganda. Uh-huh. I think the tribe I was dealing with, please don't take it personal. It is just my opinion. Mm-hmm. The tribe I was dealing with were the Westerners, which, to be honest, yeah, I felt like they were a bit weak.
In bed?
Yes. Uh-huh. When you come to this other side, the Baganda, because the guy I was with was a Muganda. Yeah. And I feel like that's why I was ranting. I was ranting on my page because of that, you know.
The brother represented.
He represented you guys. Because if you see a chick pissed after she has gotten some from a man, that means the game was good.
If you see a chick pissed,
like I'm talking about it with a lot of bitterness, you know, he left me, blah blah, meaning there's something he did that was good. Yeah.
So the guy was good.
The guy was good. Uh-huh. I don't know if it's because he's 24, but nah.
Guy does research. But you see, like I told you, I know we had this conversation before, and you're all saying Kenyan men are hard. They fuck like lions. Like, bro, no. For in Uganda here, our execution, and I want to use the word I use, is penitentiary.
Yeah, that one I get it, because he also did that. The foreplay was
crazy.
Oh my God. Honestly, yeah, you're right. Because Kenyans go straight to the point. There's no foreplay at
they are not romantic.
They're not romantic as much. They go straight to the point. This one, because I was so pissed, you know, he hasn't texted me in a while. He was like, relax, let me make you comfortable. Like, hey,
take it easy.
You know, like he's giving you the vibe of, can you chill? Let me first come.
Don't be in a rush.
Yeah. When you're pissed, you want to come and tell him, whether you've pissed me off. He's like, first come. You're like, oh my God. So you calm down, and then there's the way he's looking at you, you know. And then the music, the vibe.
Yeah.
He didn't go like at it, yeah. He was like, let me first take her slowly. I know she's pissed at me. Let me first relax. And let me tell you.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm listening.
I was marinated properly.
Yeah.
And there was no alcohol.
No alcohol?
No alcohol. We were only smoking weed, actually. And it wasn't sijui, it's the weed, no. It's not the weed.
The execution was...
He did it properly. That's the fact.
I'm really proud of that Ugandan brother.
Everyone on my comment section is saying, I know he's going to come back and you're going to give him.
He's coming back like 10 times.
No, because I hope he doesn't see that video. I hope it's not on TikTok.
He has definitely seen it. If the guy is 24, he must have seen the video. I mean, what are you talking about? So you need to take back this. In this case, you need to marry a Kenyan man.
No, I can't.
And cheat on him with a Ugandan man. Yes.
Yeah. I'm going to get married to a Ugandan man.
You're going to get married to a Ugandan man?
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah.
And then?
I don't think my soulmate is in Kenya.
It's in Uganda?
It's in Uganda. Because I keep coming back to this country. Why?
I'm telling you.
I keep coming back.
But that baby daddy got lucky.
Yeah, that one got lucky. But that is not the end of my life.
Yeah. don't play. I told you we are bad. I was like this one. She was like, you Ugandan men, you do foreplay for 30 minutes.
That foreplay is important. Where?
Yeah. Kenyan men, please.
Where?
Take lessons.
That foreplay marinates. They used to do foreplay before. Kenyan men used to do foreplay because that's how I learned how to make out these things. They used to do it, but I don't know what happened.
They're in a hurry. Ruto must go.
Man, Ruto is... Ruto must go alive.
Okay, I like that. Yeah. Now that we have regained our glory back, let's go back to the basics. All right. So also, you talked about the Kikuyu women being more hardworking, right?
Yes.
And then, being that you've been in Uganda for quite a bit, how do you see Uganda women compared to Kikuyu and Kenyan women in general when it comes to hard work? Like making their own money. Oh my God. I was posing that question to you. And you're all looking like, where do I start?
Nairobi and Uganda and Kampala are totally different. But in Kenya, there's every business for, like, people are selling something. There's something being sold. I don't know if you understand.
I do.
There's a business for everything. And you find in Kenya, women are the ones doing this type of businesses, selling fruits. But
it's happening in Uganda as well. There are women on the streets all over.
Not like Nairobi. I don't know if you understand. Nairobi is different.
It's more competitive?
It's more competitive. You see women walking around with cut fruits, pineapples, watermelons. There are these two businesses of selling cereals like beans. Beans, as we have, our food is different. I know people say we don't have food, but when you go to the streets, there's so much food being sold there.
Yeah, I think they should say that you don't have organic food. It's not too much in
Kenya. You're right. Organic food is what we lack most.
Yeah, because I've been there and was suffering to get a pineapple that tastes like one in Uganda.
And Kikuyu women are more business-minded. Like, we don't like sitting at home. Like, it's very uncomfortable for us to sit at home and not do anything. I feel like Uganda marriage is the goal. Marriage is the goal. After you get married, you become a housewife. You're taking care of the kids. I'm not saying there are no working women who are married. They are there. But Kenya, the women are very aggressive.
Yeah.
Very, very aggressive. It's very hard to find a woman is a housewife. Like, yes, I'm not saying there are no housewives in Kenya. They are there. Especially the ones who do content. You find people criticizing them, telling them, why would you be a housewife just because your man is providing? Why don't you get something for yourself and do, even if you're selling mandazi or... Like, you don't even find kiosks where you find women cutting sukuma wiki.
In Uganda?
Okay, in Uganda, sukuma wiki is not a thing. But like I'm saying, in Kenya, those are the businesses most women are doing. Cutting sukuma wiki, things to do with the market, selling this to small, maybe fish, cereals. Like, there's always something being sold in Kenya. Uganda, you have to find, like, maybe if you're looking for food, it's maybe matoke, like a whole meal being cooked. Like, you won't find something pre-made. You go cook at home.
Okay.
You get what I mean?
I've seen, if you go to the market, probably what we could say is that the propensity at which it's done is a little bit lower than it is in Kenya.
Yes.
But you'd find more businesses that are of a similar nature that actually in Uganda, if you ask me. I've actually seen quite, because I was in Kenya and I've seen people do sukuma wiki, but even here you'll find that they do mostly cabbage. There are women those look-bar women that sell fruits on the streets. They're also in Kenya. I've also seen them here in Uganda. So I think it's more competitive in Kenya than it is in Uganda.
I wouldn't say Ugandan women are lazy because, man, being a housewife is not
a joke.
I don't think I would do it.
Housewife.
I don't think I would. You wake up in the morning, you have to prepare your husband and your children. Because, I know Ugandan men, they are very traditional. So you have to do it right. So you have to wake up, prepare your husband for work and your kids, blah, blah. Then you have to prepare for the day. The house has to be. Even if you have a maid, you have to still. It's not easy. It's not. It's not easy.
I know, but marriage is not a bad thing.
I'm not saying it is a bad thing. It's not a bad thing.
But
I feel like it should not be the goal. You know, like there is more to life.
I think yeah, you could have a point. But then going back to the point, again, I want to bring you back onto
oh, sorry, yeah.
This thing of
Ugandan women
being aggressive, and I want to encompass it all as in Uganda to Ugandans in general. Like we had a conversation previously, and you say that Ugandans generally are soft-spoken.
Yes.
But also, they pretend.
Yes. I feel like because of so much culture, people they don't say what they're struggling with. Kenyan women, we are very vocal, even on social media. When a man does me shege, I'm going to talk about it. You understand?
You're going to give him
I'm going to give him. There's a lady, there's a guy, there's a pastor. I don't know if you've heard the story of Robert Purale.
Man.
You've heard that story?
Oh, man. That story is very painful.
That guy used to, I used to listen to that guy, the way he talks about gayism, he talks about marriage, all these things. And then all of a sudden you hear the wife coming out, ex-wife, saying the worst time of her life was being married to Robert Purale. So, as you're very vocal, if a man has left me with his child, I am going to talk about it. If a man has tried anything, like yesterday I talked about the 24-year-old, I am going to talk about it. Ugandans, because of the culture, they don't want to be seen, because here people mind people's businesses. That is the truth.
Yeah.
People mind other people's businesses. So you feel, if I talk about it, how will people see me? Yeah. Or if I do this, how will people see me? That's what I was telling you. During the day, Ugandans are very nice. But at night, that's when you see the true colors. I've worked in hospitality. I've seen.
They unleashed the drug.
Yo!
So what are some of the shocking things you've seen Ugandans doing the night?
Everything. There's nothing I have not seen. Everything. It's just that they are not more... Okay, I have seen people make out in clubs. Those things I've seen. Those are normal things. Kenyans are crazier. Kenyans will even have live sex there. And it won't be like a big deal.
What?
In the club.
Jesus.
It's not like I used to work in a club and those things used to happen a lot. Mm-hmm. A lot. They used to happen a lot. So those things are not new. Ugandans are a bit... It's not that they don't happen, but they hide,
Ugandans are being exposed. I think the title of this video is Kenyan lady exposes Ugandan tendencies in UK. So let's go back onto something else that I saw. Addiction. I think it's a very important thing to talk about, because there are very, very many of us are dealing with different forms of addiction. But for you specifically, you said you are addicted to weed. So let's start with how did you get introduced to it, and also how are you, am I digging too deep?
It's okay.
Or how are you dealing with the recovery now? Because as far as I know, you're fighting it.
I used to study in Kenya. I did IGCSE. This is the British curriculum, and I studied with kids who drugs to them was
a daily meal.
Things to do with weed. We used to smell weed when we were in prep. Wow. You'd hear people smoking weed in the ceilings and whatnot. You would see people coming very high, and they wouldn't care. And I didn't smoke weed in school, God willing. But the person who introduced me to weed was someone I was studying with in the same school, and they were doing weed even when they were in school. But after I was done with school, that's when I was introduced to it, after I was done with high school. And I remember the first time I had my first puff, I was crawling like a dog.
Crawling?
Like I was...
You became so high?
I became so lit, I could not... I've never seen myself like that. And I promised myself, I'm like, I'm not going to smoke this thing again. The second time I smoked it, I laughed for like 2 hours. I was laughing uncontrollably. The third time, I think I got used. I started now. Now, my baby daddy was now a very, very, like...
good weed smoker.
Yes. He even introduced me to cigarettes. So first it was weed. So we used to smoke weed every time we meet, you know, and that's how it got into me. Every time I would meet him. And then the addiction got into me until when I started now buying for myself. I would go to my plug. I would be like, I'm going to the plug. We used to have a plug near home, and I would go to him and I buy weed. And that time I'm living in my mom's house. So what I would do, I would wait until my mom sleeps, and I go outside and I smoke. And then I come back. She wouldn't know. So it became a thing. And then when I came to Uganda, now it even became worse. In 2019, when I came for like a vacation.
So access was easy.
You know, Uganda weed is like, you guys, you're living good life here. I'm telling you, if you smoke weed the way, if Ugandans smoke weed the way Kenyans, the way Ugandans smoke weed here, you cannot smoke it.
In Kenya?
Kenya, you have to smoke weed at your home, at your house. You can't smoke it outside.
So in Uganda,
Uganda, you have trap houses. You can smoke it even when you're on a border. No one will even ask you. Like, it's
so trap
open.
Houses in Uganda? Where is a trap house in Uganda?
There are so many trap houses in Uganda. In Tinda, there are so many. I've gone to Pyong. There's Pyong I've gone to that. There's one in Bukoto called Baristos, but it got closed. There are so many trap houses.
Oh.
Very many.
Go chill and find.
You just chill. You find your plugs all over. You just go to your plug. You smoke some joints as you're chilling. I even have a plug who has made his house a trap house as well. So like, Uganda weed is like
daily meal.
But people even smoke in clubs. Like, do you know how surprising that is?
In clubs, I've not seen that.
How many times have I smoked?
But I've seen. Probably you find someone walking in the night. Trying to smoke
even during the day. You hear, even in town. I was in town, Kampala town, and I was smelling weed. I asked the guy, because I was buying trousers for work. I asked the guy, is that weed? Am I smelling the right thing? He's like, yeah, those guys are smoking. I'm like...
That's why they say Uganda is Zabu.
Ugandan, you guys have a lot of freedom.
Yeah, I know.
And I feel like it's a good thing. I mean, you're allowed to be
No, I think
yourself.
that's why we are small-minded nation. Because we have a lot of freedom, and there's too much comfort, you know. So we don't really dream that big. That's where the problem is.
Hey, in Kenya you can't.
Yeah. So how have you?
Okay, so yeah. So when I got pregnant, I had to reduce on the intake, but I smoked in my first trimester because I had a very, very bad nausea. I used to wake up, vomit every day. So when I reached my 4th month, that's when I decided to quit until when my son, I started smoking when my son was, I think, 4 months, but I was smoking small, not so much because I was breastfeeding. Then when I now stopped, that's when I went back to it, and I was smoking it almost every day. Like, I could not stay without smoking weed. I could not stay without smoking cigarettes. I even went ahead and started smoking cigarettes.
Wow. So why? Like, if you stayed without smoking cigarettes, would it have any impact on your body? On your mind, state of mind? Or
the work I was doing then, there was a lot of influence of cigarette smoking. Like, before you enter shift, because it was too the pressure, because it was a new place. That place, actually, it's a very nice place. It's called Mawimbi. I used to work there. So before shift, all of us, most of us, 90% of the staff, 80% of the staff was smoking cigarette. Before you enter shift, we find ourselves at the smoking zone, smoking the cigarette, and then you go for shift.
Aye.
When it reaches a certain, because the pressure was too much, because it was a 5-star restaurant, it was very new, and it was in the market, so we had a lot of clients. It was a very busy place, so the pressure. So my
cigarette helps you.
There's a way cigarette helps you calm down the pressure. I'm telling you, that's why you see some rich people smoking so much. And I understand why, because there's a boss of mine who used to smoke a lot, and I understand why he would do it. It calms you down. When you feel that pressure when you smoke, it calms you down.
Wow,
there's no height in cigarette smoking. You don't feel there's the only height you feel maybe in the morning when you wake up because you've slept the whole night. So when you wake up in the morning, the first puff you have, you feel that head rush.
Oh,
that is the only thing it has. But when you're in pressure, it reduces. I don't know how, but that's what I experienced. Then I was smoking the cigarettes plus the weed. When it came to alcohol, I'm not really a drinker. So when I started content, because I've been wanting to stop weed smoking for a very long. I've been telling myself I want to stop. So when I started content, I'm like, why can't I use this to like let me
how do they call
distraction.
it? Distraction.
Yes, I was like, let me use content as a distraction for weed. Instead of thinking of smoking weed, I think of maybe doing content, and actually that's how I.
And you've grown exponentially so fast, yeah?
I have. So I concentrated on that until when my phone got stolen and I got stressed and I relapsed.
Oh dear.
I relapsed 2 weeks ago. I think it was on a Saturday. I relapsed and I just called my plug. I'm like, man,
first give me one.
Give me a joint and ever since then I've not smoked again. I feel like if you're trying to stop, don't be too hard on yourself. I feel like if you're going to stop, start slowly. Like, say today I'm not going to smoke 2 blunts, I'm going to do 1. Today I'm going to smoke 2 puffs, like that. Like, stop slowly. Don't like stop immediately, because
you'll crash.
You'll crash. Because I feel like sometimes you're too hard on ourselves at the end of the day.
Yeah, I know.
So
how is it like so far? Because I was watching one of your videos and like you're beginning to, what impact as trying to fight addiction?
I lost sleep for 3 days.
You couldn't sleep?
I could not sleep because before I sleep I was smoking. When I wake up I smoke. Before I eat I smoke. I got ulcers because my appetite went so low.
You developed ulcers?
Yes, I developed ulcers. I could not sleep. There's a night I could not sleep at all because of ulcers. What else? Ulcers, lack of sleep. I was feeling weak. There's a time I felt weak. My body was asking for it.
Yeah.
I could feel it.
I want weed,
but I didn't. I was like, let me first feel this, because I was feeling. There's a way just your body. I was just feeling some weakness. It was demanding. So, those are the feelings I had. Yeah.
You say that your lips were peeling.
My lips were peeling because the weed, it makes a coating, whatever.
It makes your lips like black.
So there's a way they were peeling after I stopped smoking. Yeah.
You're a fighter.
Yeah, I've been fighting ever since I was born, I swear.
Okay. All right, let's take a break.
Okay.